This is the brief on the investigative findings regarding the death of Leslie Cheung. So Leslie Cheung, one of Hong Kong's most acclaimed artists, died by suicide back on April 1st, 2003. But his death sparked 2 decades of wild conspiracy theories. Everything from murder to faked deaths. Well, a comprehensive investigative dossier is finally here to set the record straight. First, the investigation confirms his death was a suicide, driven by a dual medical assault. He had severe endogenous depression. That's a biological chemical imbalance, not just feeling sad, and it was compounded by severe acid reflux, or GERD. For a perfectionist vocalist like Cheung, the GERD was destroying his vocal cords. So his professional identity was slipping away, which just fed that deep clinical depression. Second, what about the biggest conspiracy fuel? The so-called lack of blood. Well, forensics show that when he fell from the 24th floor, his impact was broken by a railing or awning on a lower level. That initial impact absorbed the force, meaning the devastating trauma was mostly internal hemorrhage. It was all happening inside, which explains why his body and face were preserved, and shuts down those rumors. And finally, this all happened during the SARS epidemic, which created this intense social isolation across the city. His final note really confirms his struggle. It just began with one word: depression. This was a long, year-long battle with his own biology. His tragedy wasn't a fictional plot. It was the real, crushing collision of profound isolation and chronic clinical pain.